sister's wedding anniversary party. My colleague's sister's wedding anniversary party. Colleague, sisters, too many S? Well, in today's lesson, we are going to look at how do we use an apostrophe when you want to show possession. Something belongs to someone. Okay? Often confusing, especially when you have to write it or use it in a document, report or an email. For all of you who write emails regularly, this lesson is for you. Listen and learn how to use an apostrophe when you talk about possession. So let's start with the basic cues. The first one that says, Britain's coastline is beautiful. Okay. Now the coastline, okay, that belongs to Britain, okay, it belongs to Britain, is beautiful. So when you want to show something belongs to someone or something belongs to something, okay, you put an apostrophe. It's very important to put an apostrophe, especially when you're writing, because if you don't and you just put an S, it means Britons in plural. And unfortunately, we do not have Britons in plural, okay. So Britain apostrophe S. Remember the coastline that belongs to Britain, to Britons. Now when we speak, we do not say Britain apostrophe S, we just say Britain's coastline is beautiful. So you pronounce the S, okay? That's how we use it in spoken English. Britain's coastline is beautiful. Fine, simple. Okay, the next one says the girl's bedroom. So if I tell you the girl's bedroom is big, okay? The girl's, one girl, all right, apostrophe S. The bedroom that belongs to the girl is big. So the girl's bedroom is big. So when you speak, you're going to say the girl's bedroom. It's going to sound like a plural because when we speak, we don't say the girl apostrophe S, right? We don't say that. So it's going to sound like a plural. But remember, your verb is there in singular. The girl's bedroom is big. The bedroom that belongs to the girl. But now supposing a lot of girls, like say many girls, about 4 to 5 girls, share a bedroom, okay, and I want to say their bedroom, the bedroom that belongs to them, okay. So I'm going to put girl in plural, okay. You have girls. You will put an apostrophe after the S, like I have done here. So get the difference. Here is girl apostrophe S, one girl's bedroom, okay, or the bedroom that belongs to one single girl. But if there is a bedroom that belongs to many girls, remember we always use a plural noun. So the girls, okay, you have to show possession using an apostrophe. Use the apostrophe after the S and leave it. You do not add another S because when a noun in the plural ends with S and you want to show possession, only put an apostrophe. Do not use another S. You can't have girls', okay? So you say the girl's bedroom, speak. Again, you pronounce it as girls. So remember, friends, when you have S in plural noun, just add an apostrophe. Okay. Supposing you have a plural noun which does not end in S, say children. Okay. So the children's room, here you add an apostrophe S for the simple reason the noun is not ending in an S, the plural noun. So you say the children's. Okay. So when you speak, it sounds with with an S. So you say the children's room is big. So remember, there is no word as children's, okay, but when you speak in spoken English, the minute I say the children's room, I'm talking about a possession, the room that belongs to the children. Okay, now the next one is my boss's car is new. Now here I'm talking about one single boss. It's singular, but the singular is ending in an S. So you have two schools of thought. So you either say apostrophe S, this is correct. A lot of people would prefer writing it as this. But again, the choice is yours. Remember, when a singular noun ends in S, you can add an apostrophe with another S. That's what I've done here. If there is also a group of people who would say BOSS apostrophe, but they will pronounce it as bosses, okay, my boss's car. So both are correct. Singular noun ending in S, put an apostrophe, add another S. If you do not agree with it, put an apostrophe, leave it. It still shows possession. Okay. Now what if I have more than one boss? My bosses, already in plural, already with an S. You cannot add another S. Okay. So when a plural noun ends with an S, you will just put an apostrophe, you will not put another S to show possession. So this is in the plural. Okay, so plural noun ending with an S, just add the apostrophe. Okay friends, I hope this is clear to you. If it is singular ending with an S, you add an apostrophe, add an S, go ahead. If you don't, it's alright, but if you want to show possession, keep the apostrophe. Plural noun ending with an S, only apostrophe. There is no scope, there is no hope for another S here, but yes, it shows possession, the car that belongs to two or more bosses of mine. Right? Now, the next one says, we went to Maria's sister's wedding. Two possessives in the sentence. Maria, did I go for Maria's wedding? No, I went for Maria's sister's wedding. Maria with an apostrophe. The sister that belongs to her, I went for her wedding. So, Maria's sister's wedding. Okay, so that's what I told you in the beginning. I am going for my colleague's, so my colleague's sister's wedding party. So I had two possessives, and you will also say it with an S like Maria's sister's wedding. Okay, so that does not mean many of her sisters are getting married on the same day. Okay, so you can have two possessives using two apostrophes to show possession in a single sentence. So remember, I'm going for the sister that belongs to Maria. I'm going for her wedding. Okay. So remember, there are a lot of people who get confused and say, hey, we cannot say things like Maria's sister's wedding, or people write Maria's sister's wedding, or some people write Maria's sister wedding. No, go ahead and use two possessives, two apostrophes to show possession. The next one, the door handle is loose. Now, I have not used an apostrophe here. You must be wondering, she's supposed to teach us possession with apostrophe. Now, for an object or for a thing, you never use an apostrophe to show possession. A lot of people would say, the door's handle, okay, and this is what I've heard people say, the door's handle is loose. No, for an object, you do not use apostrophe, you will use the door handle. Like for example, we never say Samsung's phones are good, we say Samsung phones are good, yeah. So likewise, for an object, do not use the apostrophe S. Well, for the matter of convenience, people do speak like that, but it is not correct. So similar sentence, the kitchen table is clean. Actually, we are talking about the table that belongs to the kitchen, that is in the kitchen, is clean, but you don't say the kitchen's table is clean. Okay, so do not use an apostrophe. Okay, so this is absolutely fine, right friends? So do not say kitchen's table. This is incorrect. Okay, the next one is the name of the ship was Wonder Queen. Now you must be wondering, we always say my friend's name is, but why can't I say the ship's name was? Incorrect, because you do not show possession for objects if they are not a person, a company or an organization, a country or an animal. Okay, if you are talking about none of these four, you will use the longer way, the name of the ship. Again, I'm telling you this, a lot of people would say the ship's name, and it's not correct. Okay, it's an object. So if something that you want to show possession is not a person, is not a country, is not an organization or an animal, go the longer way, don't use an apostrophe S. So for the ship, okay, I've said the name of the ship, but when I introduce my friend to you, I say my friend's name because he is a person, and for a person, you can use apostrophe S. My friend's name is Andrew. So let's quickly see. For a person, yes, you will use an apostrophe S. Okay. For a place, you will use an apostrophe S like we did in the beginning. For an animal, you will use an apostrophe S. And for an organization or a company, you will use an apostrophe S. Alright friends, so this is how we use apostrophe in written English when you want to talk about or when you want to express something or show possession. Alright friends, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I have a small test for you. Go ahead and take it. Let me know your scores. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.